But then again, at the same time, not all religions are cults, really. Though, in theory, maybe slightly. So do we have anything in this guy? Siegfried of Danel. Knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Is an idealist who adheres to the Order's rules, but is not devoid of common sense. Huh. Interesting notion, huh? Or interesting minor note. Polite and open, he is unlike many of his brothers from the Order in that he is not prejudiced. He is undeniably courageous and demonstrated this when he descended alone to Suez to fight the cockatrice. Interesting stuff, huh? Let's see. So we'll call it a cockatrice alone. And let's get the magical stuff if we can. It seems to be blocked off. Can we jump down? We can. Amazing technology. Wonderful. Just going to see, Geralt holds the silver sword differently than he holds the steel sword. Interesting detail, because, you know, it's also a nice bit of detail, because you don't fight monsters the same way you fight people. Unknown herb, so we can't gather it. Let's see, Blaze of Power. What would I like to do? Perform the Ritual of Magic, tapping into the powers. There's another thing about magic and witches' magic. Witches can't use their signs without the medallion, since the medallion is where all the magical power is stored. When it comes to ordinary mages as well, they usually have amulets and talismans where they store most of their magical power, or not most of it, but a good bit of it. Just as a way to have as a battery pack for themselves on the pass. So oh, I clicked too quickly. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, magic.
Later. A cockatrice is a dangerous foe.
Sure. Now the magic is drawn from wherever and then used. And Knight's Corpse to see have good stuff on him. Letter for Knight Eric. And a rusty key bearing the image of the Lionhead Spider. Now that's a cult. Proper cult. Koram Tegim. Koram something something. That much I remember. 2 dice boxes. Eric, the tortured blasphemous, give us only very general information. We know that the worshippers of the Lionhead Spider meet in one of the dungeons in the sewer, not the most dangerous. Meet in one of the dungeons in the sewers. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to determine its location. One of the cultists had a key, which you will find enclosed. I wager anything that it opens. I wager anything that it opens the doors to the meeting place. Go into the sewers and try to locate the dungeon in question. Let the eternal fire light your way in the darkness. Okay, what does it say about it? Common face, this is called. Okay. What's that? Can we just use it? Just for fun. To see how long it lasts. Oh, it lasts for 15 hours. That is pretty decent. Since we've found the beast. Or the cockatrice. Seeing that the beast was something entirely different. Greater cockatrice even. Wait a second, we probably have some monster knowledge on it now. We do! Caves and dark cellars, high resistance to poisons, difficult to knock down. Silver and ornithosaur, whatever. Let's see. The folklore description of the cockatrice. Well, the correct answer is either space aliens or magical creations. I can't really remember. But let's see. Cockatrices are born of eggs. Eggs laid by roosters consorting with other roosters. The egg must be incubated for 44 days by a toad, which is devoured by the little beast as soon as it hatches. A cockatrice hates everything that lives so fiercely that its glands turns the living into stone. As we know, that is factually incorrect, so this here is all a load of bullshit. Only a bold adventure with a mirror can deflect its deadly gaze and defeat the cockatrice. It's nice to have, the common man's perception of it. Ooh. Not the bleeding? No, just knocked down. Opponents can kill a goat with one hit. Holy Christ. Let's try this strong style. Seems it worked.
The cockatrice is dead. Now, where was the exit?
I don't think I can go back the way I came.
Come, I lead you to the exit. Take the cockatrice's head. Vincent pays well for trophies.
Very well, though it reeks.
Oh. Feather and the cockatrice head. There you go. Let's also loot the drowner. Anything else here? Buried in a corpse. Corpse of a woman. But yeah. Eggs laid by a rooster who consorted with other roosters. So, that's what's here. Berengar's secret. Yep, yeah, the sword, the silver sword we have now, probably belonged to Berengar. I talked to the fence owner to the place where the sword was found. Strange, but I find myself following in the footsteps of this mysterious witcher. I doubt he would ever part with his sword voluntarily, so he may be in trouble. Again. Prison break. Cockatrice had to leave the sewers. Memory of a blade. Yep. But yeah, roosters concerned with other roosters. Both roosters are male hens, or what is even the gender-neutral word for a rooster and a hen? I don't think there is one for the species.
Make haste.
Sure. At least he wakes up. Ah, Steed's guy doesn't want to run in the filthy water. Let's follow him. But yeah. Middle Ages folklore, all about the evils of homosexuality. It'll create beasts. As we all know, that's false.
That door leads out of the sewers. So, this is where we part. But...
Quiet. I hear footsteps.
Odd. Few would dare venture here.
Oh. Assassin. Salamander goons.
Die, bastard!
Must leave the sewers. Temerian steel sword.
friends of yours?
You could say so. The thugs with the salamander sign have been bothering me for a while.
Who knew you'd be in the sewers?
The captain of the guard, the loon from the jail, and the prisoners. I fought the cockatrice for my freedom.
A limited number of suspects. You'll likely solve the mystery when you find the leader of those bandits. I have a friend in Vizima, a detective. See him for help.
Where are you headed?
I have things to attend to at my quarters. Then I'll venture out in search of beasts, as the world is still filled with them.
You did well, Siegfried. Glad we met. I need to recover my things.
Make sure you get everything. Jethro is known to have sticky fingers.
Let's get out of here.
Here's the key for the passage to town. A few days ago, I locked the door to keep the cockatrice in.
Thanks. I'd rather not go back the way I came.
We might meet again if ever you visit the sewers. At times I venture down here in search of monsters.
Ah, your sacred mission of protecting humankind?
Your sarcasm is unnecessary. We're on the same side, Witcher. You'll realize this one day.
Farewell, and thanks.
If you ever need me, I'll be at my quarters in Vizima.
Neato. Drug. A strong drug. Double click or drag to equip or take item. Well, Let's not take drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Let's see. Oh, that's... The dagger is made out of steel. Steel is more valuable than wood. Let's not pick up this. Can we take the Temerian steel sword, or is it... probably can't. This is a temple quarter. Oh. Oops, door closed and the light. Okay. To see the guy there.
Vizima's temple quarter. Whores, murderers, beggars. Salamandra's base must be near.
Always nice with audio mixing. Relief. Let's check that out first, actually. Oh, we can put something in it. Probably be relevant later. Temple quarter. I'll read it in my for myself. You may read along if you want to. It's fairly long, therefore. Interesting stuff. Prison break. Let's find Jethro. Let's talk with Vincent Mice about the salamanders too.
Interesting. The private eye Siegfried mentioned could be helpful. Have to start somewhere.
Well, considering it's right in front of us, if we don't have our steel sword yet, we may as well. But first, a little quick save. Just in case. Seas of the north, the seaman can list his service as a private investigator. Private investigators were also a thing in the books, so it's not a new invention. And saves when we enter. Let's just do a quick little... No, we have 3 saves, doesn't matter. Let's steal from him. That's the seaman. Must build the foundation of an elven city, see if the Temerian king, over the centuries, taken to the last 3 districts. Port and sprawling outskirts. In the temple quarter, the visitor's attention is drawn to the monumental cloister of the Order of the Flaming Rose. That's probably a new building. Or new-ish. St. Lebioda's Hospital, famous for many of the miraculous recoveries, may occur, Most non-humans have been relocated to Old Vizima, which has become a ghetto, inaccessible to visitors. Social commentary here, people. The good old 90s, and 07. Old shelf. The cheese. Probably upstairs then. Here we have him. What's that? Where's the poster? Yeah, he probably won't mind, it's just stealing all this stuff. Raymond.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
So the ones he name dropped, they were in the books. One was wheelchair bound, and I think both of them died in a house fire. A fire that was, unsurprisingly, started by someone who was not them. They burned it all down, because they were too close to finding out something. Let's ask him some questions before we use him to have a rest.
What's it like being a private eye?
Lousy work in a town full of dirt and conspiracies. I spend most of my time spying on nobles and rich burghers who cheat on their wives. You can't imagine what people are capable of.
I don't think I care to imagine.
Yeah.
I recently followed Morton, commander of Foltest's palace guards. Heard of him?
I don't think so.
I saw him in the stables with 2 young pages. You wouldn't believe.
I've heard enough.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
Interesting.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
Let's just name drop Asar Javed.
Azar Javed. Name mean anything to you?
I've heard it. Why are you looking for Javed?
Let's just say my boots do a rendezvous with his ass.
Usually I charge for information, but I'll give you this bit for free. I've been working on that case for a while.
Personal matter or commission?
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima, ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog, but then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Mice had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a 6th toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid. And the dead monster had an identical 6th toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimores, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
Let's just ask some more questions.
Know anything more about the salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set.
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
Come on, Geralt. go take out this guy. If only we had our steel sword, and this will not be taking this long. Correctly. There we go. Cool salamander pins. Some money. It's Marion Steel Sword. Let's just grab it. We won't have it hang. It deals less damage, so let's do the proper non-fantasy thing and have it on our hip. It's fun fact to those that, let's see, Raymond Moller API. It's a dog, so Raymond's son had the 6th toe. At least that's what my own little theory based on what he said. Also confirms what I said earlier about Salamandra having the plan of trying to create mutants. Let's see, hospital door, leather cane. Let's pick all the flowers we can. So get all the money we can from barrels. As if we're playing Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Oh, Morrowind door. In case you're one of the young folks. In case you're around for one of the young folks, Skyrim. Advertisement. What's the advertisement? Remains. Some dwarves are in trouble. Let's see. City sewer, protectors, gates to the dike, follow the fence, city dungeon. So to get there, we have to go to the other side of here. Tells me this is the Peddler Street. Vivaldi's house. The advertisement. Oh. Let's just go get our equipment back. What the I don't know what just happened there, but quick save. And now let us clean our saves just a bit. You ought to save there. Sure, why not? You know, every save allegedly makes the game more unstable. Advertisement, let's see. Vivaldi and Sons, Cooperative Bank. Keeping your coins safe for the last 5 centuries. Indeed, banks exist, usually run by dwarves. Marketplace, but it's middle of the night, so there's no people. Literally the middle of the night. We're playing over the shoulder mode. If we change the camera, we'd have a different gameplay experience. So it's birds making that sound, not something else. Dungeon. City dungeon. Notice board. The wolf contract. Let's grab it. Equinox or Equinox. Sure. Algul. Dog contract. Oh. I remember that contract. Oh, God. Giant dead contract. Filling up our entire inventory. Wolf pelts deliver to the landing in the swamp. 10 pelts required. Ask for Jean-Pierre. Equinox. The bestiary entry for them. Algul. Kalkstein again. The dog contract. Elimination of stray dogs. Deliver 6 pots of dog tallow as proof of completion of the task. Gravedigger. Find me in the cemetery gate. Round dead. Flaming Rose. Siegfried wants them. Okay. Let's see, our inventory is more full now than it was when we entered the jail, or when we were imprisoned, really. Let's see. Of course, I need to speak with Jethro.
You killed the cockatrice. On behalf of King Faltest, I grant you an official pardon.
Finally, this absurdity is over.
Take your belongings from the trunk before I sell them. And remember the reward on the cockatrice's head.
Vincent gets very excited about trophies. Ah, I can finally relax. I'll inspect what we've confiscated here. Good quality gear.
Hopefully we can also soon level up. Barrel. Oh, strong potion base. That's just the stuff we need. A sword. And most of our good stuff. Let's see. Oh, that's the thing we had, which we just didn't read. Let's see. Blizzard potion. Can we stack that there? No, why? Oh, because it's the Nigredo. Okay. Already read that, so that's relevant. Ham sandwich. Could also just come in bursts. Bargo school. Let's see. I want our potions back. Quickly do a little thing. Which tulips. Checking things on Google. The Let's Play experience. Okay, so they are apparently exclusively for the... Let's see. Okay, so the daisies, and the tulips, and all the other regular things here, they're just... They can either be sold or given to a woman. We don't need to shag anyone at the moment, so... The contracts here, it's probably a good idea to keep a strong drug. We can maybe sell that for a lot of money. Let's see. 10 flint is more than enough. Get our blizzard going. The wide gull is very important for us. And the tawny owl too. Red shawl can be sold or given to a woman. The spare is less important. So you've got some bottled water. Let's drop those two. And grab the tawny owl. Let's see. The rest here is money, and we can always come and grab it later if we feel so inclined. Now let's read the Hellhound Soul. Notes contain the formula for a potion made using traces left by the Hellhound. Granted 1 silver talent when consumed. That's really strong. And this Trace of the Beyond. So we need to find somewhere to rest and, you know, all of that good stuff. But first, we should talk with Vincent.